Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin experienced quite a sharp pullback today, but none of the scenarios has been validated, so the chart hasn't really clarified its intentions yet. At the moment, the scenarios haven't changed at all. But as I said in the last video, the pullback that we've seen there today was quite sharp and probably, to be honest, sharper than we would normally want it in a wave 4, even in a wave 4 in a diagonal shouldn't really give us such a sharp pullback. So yeah, I mean, could have been maybe related a little bit to the SPX, which saw a little bit of red today as well. Maybe either way, the support area is still holding, so the levels communicated in orange, the upper support area is still holding, so nothing has really changed. Therefore, I would say, let's take a look at the short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenarios for Bitcoin. We have the white count and the yellow count. The white count is short-term bearish, whereas the yellow one is short-term bullish. Both are, however, overall bullish. And yeah, let's start. Let's maybe start with the white count, the short-term bearish one. This count is at the moment the one that I'm primarily following. And it's just because of the choppy nature of the rallies that we've seen since this correction started middle of March. I'm leaning towards the idea that we have not bottomed yet in this chart. And therefore, yeah, one more low seems a reasonable expectation. And that one more low would probably come in the form of a C wave of a wave 4 correction. So that's the idea for this current correction, that, you know, we are still in this wave 4 and that the chart formed an A wave to the downside, which bottomed on the 20th of March. A B wave rally, A, B, C, could still be unfolding, maybe completed. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the microstructure in a minute. And if that B wave completes, I mean, ideally it still targets sort of $75,000 to $76,000. But it's not, it's not quite clear if we get one more high. And then we should get one more C wave down. But that's the short-term bearish scenario. At the moment, in this scenario, one more high is favored, even though we've seen quite a sharp pullback. That is certainly challenging the assumption that we could get one more high before that C wave to the downside is starting. But, it's challenging it, but that's it. So the support area is still holding. And as long as we're holding $67,944, there's no reason to assume that we have topped. So I need to see that break below 67,944. Then I can say, okay, now we've likely topped. But that would possibly just push us into the yellow scenario. So what's the yellow scenario? That's the short-term bullish count. Short-term bullish count. And this short-term bullish count suggests that the wave 4 already bottomed here on the 20th of March at around 60,850. If the wave 4 bottomed, then the wave 5 is unfolding and could take us to possibly even 90K. In this scenario, we already completed wave 1 and 2, and we're now likely in a third wave. The third wave would likely unfold as an ABC structure. And yeah, I mean, it might take us higher to around about 90K, but it's important that in this yellow scenario, the 78.6 retracement level is holding at $66,200. The difference between the white and the yellow count is obviously that the yellow count in the third wave will stretch higher. The third wave, instead of a B wave, should reach ideally 81,280 plus. Then we could get a wave 4 and a wave 5, basically another layer of waves, which would be expected anyway, yeah, also in the white count. But first of all, in the white count, we need to complete this correction. In the yellow count, this correction is already completed, but we would be moving up in sort of an ending diagonal. And these are not very trustworthy structures. Yeah, you can't really trust these. And therefore, sometimes pullbacks are deep and so on. And unexpected. But for now, yeah, I mean, the diagonal pattern in yellow, the short-term bullish count, while it is a reasonable assumption, there isn't yeah, it's not a reliable pattern. I mean, it's not that it's unlikely or so, but it's not a very reliable pattern. But anyway, let's go and take a look at the detailed wave count. Here you can see that in the white scenario, in which this is a wave 4 pullback, I mean, we're challenging this scenario right now, because in a wave 4, we shouldn't really see the price break below the 61.8 retracement at 67,944. So if we break below that level, then it could still, however, be the B wave pullback of wave 3 in the yellow count, with support that is ideal at 66,200. Anyway, this video should give you all the parameters you really need. Maybe one more level to highlight here, which is that if the price pushes higher, which should take us to sort of 75 to 76k. Support level is clear, next upside target is clear, and the alternative count in yellow is clear as well. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.